Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to Jesse's Garage. Today we're coming at you with another tool haul for $20 is what we spent. It's not necessarily about the dollar that we spent, but I wanted to illustrate, in my opinion, the power of conversation. And so I went to an estate sale. A friend had messaged me and told me, hey, there's this awesome estate sale over here. You ought to come over and take a look. So anyways, I ended up going over there. I jumped in my truck and ran over there real quick. And lo and behold, I kid you not, I walked in the backyard. Literally, there was probably about 10 to 20 tables, 8-foot tables, just set up with tools all over the place, all kinds of tools. And then his garage had tools. And then the driveway was going down, had all kinds of tools. And so they just had tools everywhere. This guy loved tools, probably like me, actually. So we grabbed a bunch of stuff and actually hauled away quite a few tools out of there. And so as I was looking inside the house, there was his daughter was there. So I expressed my sorrow for her loss and kind of struck up a conversation with her, and we got along really well. And so the power of the conversation is, you can ask questions and then maybe you can find out some other answers. So that old saying that if you ask, then you'll probably get. And so, you're going to get one way or the other. You're either going to get a yes or you're going to get a no. And so I asked her right before I was getting ready to leave, I said, hey, I looked around and I just wanted to ask one last question before I left. Did I miss any tools? Is there anything else that you think your dad may have had? And she says, you know what? I think there is. And so she went through and she said, my dad has some tools out in the trunk of his car. I don't know what's out there, but if you want to, let's go look at it. And so this was something that nobody had ever seen. And so I said, yeah, great. Let's go out there and look at it. Now, it wasn't anything big. Like I said, I only paid $20 for it. But there was one tool, just one little type of tool that was in there that as soon as I opened up the box, I just shut it and said, yeah, I'm good. And the reason why is because I don't have it in my collection. And so, but you be the judge. You see what we got. Some lower end stuff, some stuff that for me it was a nice ad. But you be the judge. Let's jump in and let's see what we got. Okay, so here we are. So we opened up the trunk. Like I said, I grabbed some other stuff out there, but these are the two main things. Since it's been a few months back, I didn't remember everything that was there. So, but I do know that I paid $20 for this. So it came with this little plastic box. And obviously this guy must have been a mechanic or something like that. And so when I opened it up, here's what caught my eye, incidentally. And so I know it's just Craftsman. But when you look at it, it's a 6-point box end here. And so the 6-point box end is something that you just don't see a lot of. In fact, I don't have any in my collection. So that was incidentally a 13 millimeter. This one here is an 11 millimeter. So let's grab those. So this is 14. So we're going to actually put this right on top here. Again, these are all 6-point so far. So this one here is a 10 millimeter, so that'll come down here. And so we got a couple more of the 6 points. So as we're looking at that, so we have a 7 millimeter, so that'll come down here. And then this one here is an 8 millimeter. And so we have 7, 8. It looks like we're missing a 9. We got 10, 11. We're missing a 12. And we got 13, 14. So we don't have a complete set, but it starts me on my journey to finding those. And so that was a kind of a nice ad for me. And so I do see these things sometimes going on Marketplace or eBay or different places like that for quite a little bit of dollar there. We had some additional Craftsman here, but these are SAE. So this one here, this is the double V, as you can see there. But the condition of these things are just brilliant. I haven't even done anything with them. They've just been sitting in the box. So here's 11/16, and so we have that. Larger wrench, we have 3/4, so we had that. So obviously this was this guy's toolkit that he kept in his car. So we got 5/8, and then we got 9/16. We got a 1/2 inch here. So let's kind of scoot these a little bit closer so you can see it all. And then we got a 7/16. So we had that. And then inside here, we also had some little needle nose, kind of a no-name needle nose, but it kind of has the spring action going on, so that's kind of cool. And then we had some other stuff that was in here. So we got a 1/4 inch extension. So Now this is a Craftsman as well. And so this was a G series. You probably can't read that, but so we have that. And then this one here is a companion, which is a Chinese made one. But nevertheless, that's what came in the box there. So we got an adapter that goes from 1/2 inch to 3/8 inch, and then the 3/8 inch to 1/2 inch. So we got a couple different ones of those, 1/4 to 3/8, and then 3/8 to 1/4. So we got a variety of those. We got some miscellaneous sockets in here as well. These all look to be Chinese made, so we got those. But also, the guy kept in his toolbox in his car all these little files. And I don't know about you, but these files are real nice condition. They're kind of dirty a little bit, but they're really nice condition here. And I, all the time, need and use these tiny little files that are here. So it's nice to be able to add that. If you collect too many, obviously you get a drawer like I do and it just fills up, and that's no fun. So, but anyways, that's there. A few little bits and that go inside the screwdriver there. Different sizes are there. So I lift that up, and then, not a big brand here, but they're brand new, Pittsburgh. So we got some swivel sockets that are on here. Actually, it's a swivel extension or adapter that goes 1/4 inch and then 1/2 inch and 3/8. So there's all three. That was in there. He had a swivel head. Looks like 1/2 inch, so stubby, and so brand new. Doesn't look like it was actually ever even used, and so we have that as part of the mix. And then let's see what else we have here. Looks like he had the matching one for 1/4 inch, and so these are just Chinese made too, so they probably match some of that other set, but we have that there. It looks like a set, and looking inside, most of these are just brand spanking new, 1/4 inch set of sockets, deep well, and so that's a find there. And then incidentally, that was the SAE set. This is the same thing, companion in millimeter. So we have that. And then there was in here a whole set of sockets from Craftsman, and these things look brand new. And so it looks like he cut off it probably was a little hanger thing that hung on the wall or on the display there. But I mean, these bad boys are looking pretty good too. And so this is up to 7/8 inch. And so, and incidentally, these are, let's see here, just to make sure. So these are the USA sockets. And so these aren't the ones that are made overseas. And so this is the older style when Craftsman was still making them here that way. So again, we have that. So that's a good find. And then there was also a whole nother set that was in there that's Craftsman as well. And these are the millimeters. And so we have that there. And then we got a couple extensions here. Looks like these are the companion ones. So they're probably not high end at all. They're Taiwan made. But you'll notice that they also have the swivel end on it. So that way you can kind of get that socket to swivel just a little bit. So we got a couple of those. So probably like a 6 inch and probably a 10 inch or something like that. So that's part of that. It looks like another wobble extension here. So we have that. And then there's a couple more extensions in here. This is a V single or single line V series Craftsman. We have that. And then this one here is just a Japan one here. Last but not least, inside there, we also got a VS Craftsman ratchet. That's in excellent condition, as you can tell there. So really nice. Doesn't look like he hardly used it. So this was probably just his emergency kit that was there. Now, that was what was inside the box. And so you be the judge. Remember, we paid $20 so far. But the other thing that caught my eye was this SK Wayne 1/2 inch ratchet. And so you'll notice it is the long ratchet here. And so with this long ratchet that we have, my goodness, I don't have a tape measure, or actually I do. So let me grab my tape measure here. So we're gonna measure it out, and it is 14 3/4, so almost 15 inches as far as the tape measure that we have there. And so, and kind of dry. Looks like he used it. But again, this one was, these are made in the USA, of course, and then as it dates back to that. So this is the SK Wayne 40170, half-inch, 15-inch long extent or ratchet that we have here. So real nice find, real nice add-on to my my collection of ratchets that I have. As you know, I got tons. Now this one here does look like it has a little bit of damage on that selector level there. So I don't know if you can see that a little bit better or not, but so it looks like there's a crack there. So I don't know, maybe it got pushed against something or he hit it up against something. But anyways, everything still works really good that way, both directions, and so we love that. Yep. So anyways, that's what we got for $20. What do you think? Was it worth it? Did we get a good deal? Did we not get a good deal? For me personally, my favorite, what's your favorite? My favorite was the six-point Craftsman wrenches that we have. Even though it's incomplete, that's going to be a real nice ad. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, well, there you have it. Our $20 tool haul that we got from the gentleman. Again, illustrating the power of conversation, the power of asking. One thing's for sure, if you never ask, you'll never find out if there's anything else that's available there. Oh, tools are moving around. And so, you know, it's worth it. Strike up a conversation, get to know whoever it is that own these tools. And, you know, there's some interesting stories that way. I mean, obviously, this guy put a lot of hard work, a lot of money into his tools. And you know, the way I view it is, you know, I take them and I just really try to cherish them. I try to clean them up and try to bring them back to life and kind of share them with other people as well. So, but the power of asking, if you never ask, you'll never find out. But if you do ask, the answer could still be no, but it could be yes. Yes, I have some extra stuff. And so that's the power there. So again, that's kind of the illustration. But what's your favorite out of everything that we got here? Did you have a favorite? Again, mine was the 6-point wrenches that we had there. You can kind of go from there. We're trying to grow our channel, and so please subscribe if you haven't already. Click that like button, comment, and so we'd love to interact with you and kind of get to know you a little bit better as well. Again, thank you so much for helping us grow. This morning we were at 84 subscribers, and so we're trying to get to that 100 mark. That's our first goal, and then obviously we want to go from there. So we'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much for watching Jesse's Garage.